The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Let's get into some news that Suze didn't use. Okay, the fabulous Susie Thompson. You hear at the top and the bottom hour here at Star 104.5.
Fabulous.
The Coast's #1 journalist. Like, there shouldn't even be a list. There's no point.
No,
It's
that's
just,
right. She's
It's
at
just
the top.
Susie. It's just Susie.
Yeah,
Susie
of
with the
course.
newsie. All right. But, there are time restraints in the news.
Oh, yes.
Small windows, and she can only give you the most important stuff, the stuff you need to know that's relevant here on the Coast. So that's why I bring you the news that Suze didn't use. And kicking things off.
Stuff you didn't really need to know.
Nice, but handy.
Yeah.
Just go, hi, did you hear
Yeah.
what Woolies have done? They go, no, it wasn't in the news with Suze. Well, lucky Matt does the news that Suze didn't use.
Yeah.
Okay, so Woolies has partnered with a British designer to create a luxurious reusable bag that only costs $20. Have you seen this?
Stupid. You're going to buy one?
I don't hate it.
It's a bit, actually, as soon as I saw the photo, I've gone, that's a bit bougie. Basically like that.
I don't hate it. The supermarket giant collaborated with Anya Hindmark, Anya, to create her brand's tote, the Universal Bag, which is guaranteed to last 10 years. The bag, which is made from 100% recycled plastic, is going to be available in 600 stores across the country from March 19, which is today. People are divided. They're like, why couldn't you find an Australian designer?
But it is quite nice, actually, because when I go to Coles or Woolies and I do finally remember to take my bags in that are in the boot of my car.
Yeah.
I'm a bit embarrassed to pull the Aldi one out. So this is next level.
It feels like you're cheating.
Yeah. And cheap.
And you wouldn't like forget it, right? Because it's
No, you would take that with you.
I don't hate it.
Oh, no,
but
I don't. I don't hate it either.
cost of living, someone else has said the cost of living crisis, and Woolworths thought, let's bring out a $20 shopping bag. Someone
Remember
else
when
agreed.
bags were free?
Oh, God, I know. And it's not like they've stopped people using the bags anyway, because there's still those other plastic bags that you buy for 50 cents. And you just end up buying more, and then you just have a boot full of bags.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or some people like your mum's got about 1,000 of them in the bottom drawer.
And anyway. Okay, this is interesting. A recent discovery has reignited speculation that the Durapinar Formation in Turkey may be the remains of Noah's Ark. Now, an international team of researchers studying the 164-metre-long ship-shaped geological structure located 35 kilometres south of Mount Ararat has found evidence suggesting it was submerged during a catastrophic flood between 3,500 and 5,000 years ago. So soil samples containing marine deposits and seafood remnants indicate that the area was once underwater, aligning with biblical flood narratives.
Did they find the DNA of every single animal on planet Earth?
I just want to know how a couple of penguins knew to get all the way from Antarctica to Turkey to jump on a boat.
Right.
A lot of questions to be asked, but apparently nearby they found some bones of a unicorn as well. Okay. Because it's not true, CJ. Because unicorns don't exist, and there was never a boat that had two of every animal on it. Okay. Now, look, if you're looking for a job and you like being on your back, hello, this is for you. Remote work has become increasingly popular since the pandemic, but you're probably less familiar with working from a bathtub for 10 days, right? Well, that's what the European Space Agency is looking for people to do with this experiment. It's called Vivaldi 3, and as the name suggests, it's the third edition of similar experiments that aim to recreate some of the effects of how space flight affects the human body. So basically, you've just got to lie in a bathtub with these weighted sheets on you for 10 days.
I don't hate that.
Oh,
Candles?
God.
Music? Glass of wine?
Yeah. Vivaldi 3, and you get paid $5,000 a day. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Okay, moving on to Penne. Now, not only is it a delicious pasta, it's a town in Italy, and it is selling abandoned homes for just €1 in a bid to fight off depopulation. Now, cost of living,
Yes.
trying to find a joint on the coast that you can afford to buy, so hard. €1, and you could be living in Italy. Hey!
I wouldn't mind.
So there's only about 1,000 people living in the old district, and it hurts the people so much and the government that these houses are just lying there abandoned. It's like a wound. So in 2022, they put out a first batch of homes for €1. Then the second batch went out, and now they're looking for more people. There's over 40 empty buildings in the town looking for new owners. Would you want to live in regional Italy for €1?
Well, there's a movie on Netflix all about this right now that I'm watching. She buys the house and her dad moves over and helps her renovate. It's a lovely movie.
Oh my gosh.
And
There's something so movie-esque about it. You go there and you live and
it's a pretty good idea.
grow a lemon tree and make limoncello.
And grow some olives. I can't get past, there's a town called Penne. Is that where the Penne pasta's name came from?
I'm not sure, but gosh, now I feel like some arrabbiata.
Gina and Maddie.
Of course, with the help of Gracie Abrams.
You're an idiot.
Okay, now we kicked this off last week when we were talking about this American influencer who decided to steal a baby wombat from its mum on the side of the road.
Idiot.
Yeah, absolutely. Gracie Abrams?
You're an idiot.
She certainly is. Well, she has spoken. She said, we found a mother and a Joey on the road, not moving, and I was extremely concerned. Yeah, one, they're probably scared of you. Right?
Yes.
That's probably why they were not moving. As wombats get so often hit on Australian roads, I love being told by Americans what happens in Australia. It's great. She thought, you know what, I walked up to them, the Joey did not move or run off. Again, it was scared. So I was concerned it may have been sick or injured, so I made the snap judgment to pick up the Joey to see if this is the case. Now,
Not according to the video, if you watch the video.
I'm not quite sure where, being an influencer, you then become a wombat illness expert.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do if you pick it up? You go, oh gosh, it's got the wombat flu.
Yeah.
I better take it to White. No. I ran, not to rip the Joey away from its mother, but from fear she might attack me. Yeah, because you're stealing its baby.
Its baby, that's right.
Yeah. The snap judgment I made in these moments was never from a place of harm or stealing the Joey. I just wanted to... But hang on a minute. You were filming it and the guy was laughing.
Yeah,
Anyway, no more time on you because...
You're an
Is she getting deported?
She left the country on her own. Yeah. Football club is forced to apologise after observing a minute's silence for a former player who is still alive. Could you imagine being that former player? You're there... You're about to watch the team you used to play for years, play in a game, and then before the game, we're going to be holding a minute's silence. Well, that's exactly what happened in Bulgaria. The club Arda Katzali made this major blunder when they observed a minute's silence for former player Petko Ganchev before the match against Levski Sofia, only to realise that he was still alive. The club had mistakenly received false information about Ganchev's death. The 78-year-old was actually in town and on his way home to watch the game after discovering the error. Arda Katzali issued an apology stating they had received incorrect information and wished Ganchev many more years of good health. So, Arda Katzali Football Club.
You're an idiot.
And let's finish this one off. And I know you're a little dog curious, Gina Jeffries, in your house. In Memphis, Tennessee, a man by the name of Gerald Kirkwood was accidentally shot by his dog, Oreo.
What?
America. All right. Oh, gosh, I shouldn't laugh, but God. While Kirkwood was lying in bed, so he's lying in bed with his gun and a lady caller, Oreo's paw got stuck in the gun's trigger card, causing it to discharge and graze Kirkwood's thigh. The woman with him took the gun and left the home while Kirkwood was hospitalised with non-critical injuries. Okay, so we can laugh. Authorities classified the incident as an accidental injury. Really? Or was the dog just like, hey, mate,
You're an idiot.
you haven't been taking me for walkies lately. You're buying me the home brand schmackos.
You're an idiot.
Oh, God. And you've got someone else in bed with us. Dad, who is this?
Hey, darling, you know what really sets the mood? You, me, Oreo, the 1-year-old pit bull, and my rifle in the bed with us. Doesn't that sound like romance, mate?
You're an idiot. Gina and Maddie.
Well, speaking of idiots, you know how I lose things?
Yes. It's every morning. CJ and I have great joy in watching you look for your glasses or your phone.
I think it's time to get one of the little chains. Is it too? It's time to get a chain.
It's time.
Yeah, and then just let them hang.
Well, they're kind of cool now. Like
Yeah. Are they?
they've come back. Like, you know, that people are wearing lanyards for their phones.
That's
So they
true.
strap them around their body. And
Like
then
a gold chain,
Yeah,
then maybe.
Like, you just go full librarian. Have
Those ones that
the
Larks
chain.
has got that he unclips at the front. Larks works here. And then they just wrap around your neck.
I reckon you should get a pair of Larks' glasses who works here. That
Yeah,
would be amazing.
maybe.
That would be so funny.
I annoy myself. If I annoy you, can you imagine how much I annoy myself? I lose my glasses every day. I have
And you need them too.
to read this. I'm okay in normal life, but reading in here, I need them. I've got 4 pairs, and was down to 1. So, you know, do you remember, I lose the dog's lead. You know, now we've got a dog.
You got your grand dog?
Can't find his lead most of the time. He wants to go for a walk. I'm like, wait.
Well, you've got to
I've
be
just got to
very,
find the lead.
very careful with that W word before you
That's
found
right.
the lead.
That's right.
Yeah.
I lose my phone every day. I
Mm-hmm.
need a second phone so I can call my phone.
Okay, so you need the lanyard. You need the phone lanyard
Yes.
that you can wear around your body.
Yes.
And then you need the chain for your glasses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what can we do for the dog? Maybe
Just give the dog
leave-
back. Just give the dog back. I think it's time to give the dog back. Give it back to the
Well,
kids.
you remember when I did the music festival down in Victoria
Yes.
weekend before last?
Burke and Will's Folk Festival.
Birkin on a winery. It was
Yep.
beautiful. Well, you remember early on I lost my glasses. I hopped on stage for my first show and I took my glasses just in case I might need them. But generally, if I printed anything out for lyrics, auto cue,
Yeah.
I print really big. But I thought I'll just take them on just in case I get stuck. Someone might ask for a phone. I've got to quickly ask for a song. I'll quickly look up the lyric on my phone. I put them on. Behind me was a bass amp, and so I just popped them on the bass amp in the case. Gone. I ring Rod straight away because I went back to the comm at the sheep station.
At what point did you realise that you didn't have your glasses?
Pretty much straight. No, not till I got back to the sheep station.
Oh,
and for
right.
those listening along, we stayed on a sheep station. This was such a remote music festival that we were playing
So
at.
maybe a couple hours after the gig?
Yeah, a couple hours. So I ring
Okay.
Rod and I go, and Rod's still there. And I said, can you have a look on the stage? I've left my glasses in the case on the stage. He thought I said backstage. I said, no. Anyway, he came home and they weren't backstage. I said, no, I left them I'm pretty sure I left them on the bass amp on the
I love
stage.
how it's Rod's problem now. Rod got it wrong. Like, no, I didn't say that. Like,
Rod.
you idiot. This is your fault now.
Kind of what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm
right.
saying. So
Okay.
then what happens between every act, they have a compere gets up and introduces the next person and talks about them. So between every act for the whole rest of the festival, old mate would get up and go, everybody, check on your nose. Are they your glasses? Everybody, check on top of your head. Are they your glasses? Now, please check in your handbag because you might have just picked up a case and it's Gina's and she needs them for Monday because she's on the radio on Monday and I do a lot of reading. So, as you know, did not find them.
No, what happened was, so you were in the sheep station and we were doing it remote.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in the studio and we have screens where we can see each other when we're doing the show remotely.
Yes.
And then G pops up on the screen and she's wearing what could only be described as a pair of, I don't know, very masculine looking glasses that you might buy from a chemist.
Yeah, it was one step off a monocle. It was very like the ones that sit on the end of your nose, but they just blew everything up. They were old mates who put us up
there.
at his house,
Yeah.
Martin. So I'm like, oh well, at least I've still got one pair left. I thought to myself when I get back into my car, I knew that these ones I've got on right now were in my car. I thought it'd be fine, but boy, I can't lose these. Well, in the mail this week, something shows up.
Your glasses have turned up. Oh, why is the glasses case not closing?
Have a look at the case.
Oh my Lord. What has happened? This looks like it's been attacked by like some sort of
Clearly,
werewolf.
some fool ran them over. Like my glasses got run over, and
They
look,
still
work.
Holy
but
moly!
they still work, but they don't hang
Jesus,
on.
I almost fell off my chair putting your glasses on.
Well, they might stay on because they're broken. Like they're a bit broken. At least the glass in the lens didn't get broken, but tip your head forward, they just fall straight off.
No, I got a big head. my head is so wide. Like they're fine.
So my glasses kind of survived being run over by a car.
That is
like
amazing.
the case is squished within an inch of its life, and they made it.
Well, if this isn't a fantastic ad for Specsavers, your
Yes.
glasses can get run over and they survive. I don't know what is.
I know, and look, it turned out good. That's a happy ending.
Can
to
you
a
put those on? Can you
terrible
take
story.
your ones off and put
Yeah.
the broken ones on?
And I'll show you what happens. Like I take my headphones off. So when you put them on,
Yeah, no, put the other ones back on.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.